Hey guys, what's up? Murder of Birds here, and I apologize for this review being 2 days late. I've actually been without internet for the past few days, and my internet came back today. I did a live reaction on Tuesday for Hunter, but I just wanted to, give my overall thoughts of the episode and the series as it's closing. That was the last episode of the series, and just give her, my impressions of, what the last episode conveyed for the series as a whole. So, hope you guys appreciate that, and I apologize for this being 2 days late, but man, last episode was fucking awesome. Like, I loved it to death. I did a live reaction. I teared up because everything about me, it was just an overwhelming amount of emotions that was going through my mind about the series ending and how I started off with it, which before any of that, before even this review, I want to thank every single one of you, all of my subscribers, my viewers, my fan base, if you will, the audience, the Hunter community, for being so welcoming, for introducing me, for welcoming me into the community so late into the game. I started Hunter x Hunter in October of last year, and by episode 116 in the Chimera Ant arc, that's when I started bringing videos to my channel, bringing live reactions and reviews, and it was very well received. You guys are really awesome. You guys love my my genuine impressions, my hype moments, my feels, my tears, and everything that, I give for this series, because it's probably my favorite anime overall now, just because of how much it's impacted me and how much I resonate with it in every facet of, the message that the series conveys with every arc of the series, especially the Chimera Ant arc, and the way that this last episode was portrayed. So first and foremost, I want to thank every single one of you guys. You guys have made my Hunter Tuesdays so much better than I could have ever wanted, to not just be hyped for Hunter, but to be hyped to look forward to how you guys are going to look forward to how I'm going to look forward to the episode. So thank you guys. I really do appreciate that, every single one of you. And if this series ever comes back, you can know and believe that I will be leaping for joy to bring back videos to my channel. But this last episode, man, it was a perfect swan song for the series to go off on. It was perfectly portrayed. It was beautiful. And I feel like this episode was like an 11 out of 10. It was perfect. I love the overall message it conveys for not just the episode of Gon and Jing's, interaction, but for the series as a whole. Because, and I'm going to quote Jing right now, his message was like, powerful words, powerful quote from Jing Freaks. Enjoy the little detours to the fullest, because that's where you'll find the things more important than what you want. And that resonates with everybody. Like, no matter what you, no matter who you are or what walk of life you travel by, that resonates with me. I'm pretty sure that resonates with anyone who's watched the last episode. And that resonates with all, like I said, all facets of life. At the end of the day, we're all humans. We're all going through our day-to-day activities. We're all just trying to get by and strive to, hunt for our goals, hunt for our dreams. We all have goals, aspirations, etc. And no matter what it is, everyone has gone through what Gon has gone through in a different sense. And essentially, if you want to grow up to become a doctor, if you want to be a basketball player, if you want to be big on YouTube, if you want to be a scientist, a CEO, a teacher, if you even, hell, if you want to be a mangaka and create your own manga, and that's shout out to you, King Recon. We all have those moments where we segue, we take detours, we take, little pathways off of the beaten path and, venture off on our little mini adventures, kind of like Gon did, you know what I mean? And we meet people and we create friendships, we create bonds, we make memories. And at the end of the day, that's essentially what you're going to cherish and take with you for the rest of your life. Because when everything's said and done, at the end of your life, and you're looking back at all of your moments, when you have achieved your goal and you're retired, when you're, on your deathbed, or when you just have time to kick back and just reminisce, you'll have those memories, you'll have those friends, you'll have those moments where you can just sit back and be like, yo, we did some pretty cool stuff back in the day, or, we bonded and we've become so close because of all of our past endeavors. And that for Gon is something that I really loved about the entirety of the series, and how it was just expressed in the last episode. And then you just look back and you're like, that's completely and 100% utterly true. Because just look at Gon's development and how far he's come, and how many people he's impacted, and how many lives have impacted him just by the fact of wanting to meet Jing Freaks. Jing Freaks, episode 1, he wants to become a hunter, leave Whale Island, and find out why his father became a hunter and left him behind. And before I even get into Gon, Jing's development was something that was massive this episode as well, because it's like he's you know, everyone was like, oh, he's a bad father, he's a terrible parent, this, that, and the other. And in a sense, he wasn't really even being selfish when he wanted to become a hunter, because yeah, he wanted to find all of these archaeological structures and restore them and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, he was looking forward to the people that he was going to meet and the moments and the bonds and the friendships he would attain, more so than the glory of finding, you know, an ancient ruin or, you know, these hidden secrets. And I feel like that really hit Gon to be like, that's worth it, because at the end of the day, that's the same thing Gon was doing. He wasn't stopping anywhere too short of his goal of finding Jing. He didn't stay anywhere for too long time, and he even left Mito-san, you know what I mean? Like, he left this 10, 12-year-old boy, actually a 12-year-old, left to just go and find his father. And I feel like it's a really good life lesson of friendship and of cherishing. He goes like, hey, why aren't you there for Gon? Why aren't you, you know, going to the hospital to go and see him? And then Jing's just like, are you Gon's friend? He's like, yeah. He's like, all right, thank you. Continue to be his friend, because there was a deeper meaning than just the blatant face value of, oh, you're his friend? All right, keep being his friend and saying nothing else. There was obviously a deeper meaning, and obviously the entirety of the series was just another level of Jing testing Gon, not just for the Greed Island, not just for becoming a hunter, also with the World Tree, of him trying to climb that, because I feel like that was a test in of itself. But getting to Gon, man, he's my favorite character of the series, and rightly so, because his development and just all of the detours that he's taken throughout the series, how it just all comes back to this episode, and you just look back on it and you're just like, wow, like this message by Jing, this quote, this powerful quote, could just resonate so much with our lives and of the series of the anime, which is in the manga, which is why I love Togashi so much, because not only is he a amazing story writer, not only is he like magnificent in the way that he intertwines his anime with the world building and all that, but to take aspects of reality and make it that much more meaningful to us, you know, to where we don't just see it as, you know, black and white on a piece of paper, or just color and voice acting and animate and beautiful animation for the anime. It's something a lot more deeper, which is why I really cherish it, you know. But Gon's development, you know, wanting to find Jing, just look at his life, just look at everything he's done. Wanting to find Jing resulted in him having Killua, his best friend, Leorio, Kurapika, getting his hunter license, being cool with Netero, meeting all of the hunter examiners and stuff like that. You know, move character. He had his rivalry with Hisoka, and that was also hype in of itself. Greed Island, you know, wanting to go even further to finding his father, to where he actually went into a game developed by his father and his father's close friends, developing even further with his Nen, meeting Bisky, developing his Jajankin, and essentially clearing the game, you know, beating that another trial of his father's tests. And not only that, but meeting his father's friends, you know, Dween, List, Razor, those two girls, the two Game Master girl twins from Greed Island as well. And then the Chimera Air arc was probably the deepest and most darkest and truest moment of Gon's development, and, you know, his entire ordeal of meeting Kite, Jing, you know, probably the second person closest to Jing, meeting Kite, you know, getting stronger through Kite, you know, and, you know, being a mentor of Gon's and Killua's. You know, the emotional endeavor of losing Kite, his transformation, his fight with Pito, meeting the bulk of his friends in that arc. You know, you had Meliaron, Icalgo, Palm, Knuckles, Shoot, Moral, Nav. You know, you had everybody, and those are just more lives that Gon has essentially made ties with and created bonds and friendships with. So, you know, when you look back at this episode and you look back at the entirety of the series, it's just like, I feel that I've grown. I feel like I've been there with Gon, because that is essentially the same exact lifestyle that we as people live. You know, we go through our day-to-day activities. We strive for our goals. We strive for our dreams. And along the way, we meet people who impact us and people that we want to spend our times with. And we make those memories and those bonds that we can look back on and laugh at and just cherish and be like, it wasn't all for naught. You know, I didn't go through my life with tunnel vision of just assuming my goal of meeting my dad. I did a lot more than that. And I feel like it's just fucking beautiful. It really is. Hunter x Hunter has impacted me on an emotional level. It's impacted me on, you know, how I perceive anime and how I, you know, the things that I essentially really want to cherish and look for when I watch an anime. And Hunter x Hunter is just that in of itself, you know. And like I said, I feel like Hunter at this point is my favorite anime thus far, and it's not even finished. The manga's still out. The anime I feel like is going to be on a hiatus for several years, but you know, it's just changed me. It really has. Like I'm like, really? Like this is anime. This is what it truly is. Like I've never been this entwined with an anime in my life before. And it was just beautiful. But moving on from like that entire portrayal of the entirety of the series with this last episode of Jing and Gon and having their moments at the end of talking about, you know, what they all did in their lives while each one of them was doing their own thing. It was just beautiful. It really was. Like Gon finally got to meet his dad. He got to finally have their moment of talking and stuff like that. His father spit some real talk to him, and that's just going to take Gon even further with his life. I feel like Jing's never going to be a homebody. He's always going to be moving. He's always going to be, you know, progressing and wanting to search the world. And I feel like the anime is called Hunter x Hunter for a specific reason, like, or Hunter x Hunter for a reason. You know, like how every hunter has a certain qualification or a certain specific objective that they are good at. You know, like Jing is an archaeological hunter. And then you have the hacker hunter. You have the gourmet hunters who are good at cooking. You have this and that type of hunters. I think the series is called Hunter x Hunter for Gon's sake, you know, of Gon being a hunter himself, but he's a hunter where he's searching for his father, essentially searching for another hunter. So he's a hunter. I don't know. I just thought, like, as I was watching the series, I was like, I wonder if that's why the series is called Hunter x Hunter, specifically because Gon's searching for a hunter. You know, he doesn't have that profession of what he wants to, you know, qualify as being a particular hunter. So I just thought that was pretty cool and a cool idea that I came up with. But the one thing that I hate about this series ending is that the way that it left us off with so much information, so many tidbits of infinite possibilities, of infinite potential. I'm sorry if you can hear that motocross bike outside, but infinite potential of the world building. Like, it's already immense, and it's already, like, the world of the Hunter world as we know, it's already immense. It's already crazy. You know, Greed Island in and of itself, it was like a world within the world. Like, it was a virtual world with its own laws, its own rules and regulations within a bigger world of the actual Hunter world as a whole. And then, you know, you have these bits and different pieces everywhere. But the way that it left us off, which I guess that alluded to the Dark Continent and how it was portrayed with the world of Hunter that we knew was in the very center of the lake. And then as it expanded, it was like this, like, it was just a smaller portion of a much greater world. Essentially, it was kind of like the world of Hunter is like a fish in a small pond, not knowing about the ocean. And I was like, are you serious? Like, you're really going to leave the anime off right here when there's so much more that we can explore, so much more that can be explored and be unveiled about the world of Hunter. Not to mention, it was told that the Dark Continent arc is where the Chimera Ant originated. So right there, it's like, okay, we already have existing Chimera Ants. We have Welfine, we have that other cat girl that's with Bezif. They're going to Meteor City. You know, they're already existing. We have Malia, Rani, Calgo, who are still alive, and they're probably going to be probably crucial as the series progresses. And now that the Dark Continent is something that has been expressed, and essentially that's the native home of Chimera Ants, I'm wondering if we're going to see, you know, either if the manga continues or if the anime comes back in the future, if we're going to see new Chimera Ants, or if these Chimera Ants that are already existing in, you know, in the story thus far, if they're going to go to the Dark Continent, go to their homeland, live there, discover their origins of who they are, you know, as Chimera Ants and stuff like that. I just think that that's crazy. It's ridiculous, and it's this infinite potential. There's infinite potential that this Dark Continent could just not even just house Chimera Ants, but house like new secrets, you know, about Nen, or new secrets about, I don't know, like anything. It's insane the amount of potential that this anything else, not just with the Dark Continent arc. Now, I do like how they also, you know, reference that we'll probably end up getting there soon, at least in the manga. Like I said, the anime's ending. When Jing mentioned that, when Jing mentioned that, you know, 4 people are going to be able to go, but there are some strict requirements that are needed: authorization, a contract, the means, and qualification, to which he said he has none. So off the top of my head, right at the, you know, right off the bat, I thought Gon, Kurapika, Leorio, and Gon, Kurapika, Leorio, and Killua. But then I stopped and I was like, okay, I can maybe gone. I don't know, because at this point, I don't know if the dude even has Nen anymore. Leorio's still trying to be a doctor. Kurapika is in a very sketchy, dark part of his life right now with the Kurta clan of his, the very end. You saw the epilogue of, him just looking at his clan's eyes. Probably wants to go after the troop. And then Killua is going to be protecting Aluka. So at first I was like, okay, as the series progresses, maybe we'll see them four. But I feel like thus far, it's always been about them four. So I was wondering maybe if it'll transition to maybe, I don't know. We didn't really see that much of Leorio. It would be pretty cool if we can see Jing a lot more as the series continues. Kite maybe, since Kite's a kid. So I'm wondering if Kite's going to end up growing up as the series progresses. And maybe Kurapika, because we did get to see Kurapika one more time in this series, but he didn't get to see Gon or Leorio or Jing or anybody like that. So I feel like it's going to be mainly focused. And it's kind of weird to say, because it's like Hunter x Hunter. It's like, how are you not going to have the series centered around, these four the four characters thus far? But at the same time, Hunter x Hunter is really good at putting the main characters on the back burner and giving the supporting characters the limelight, kind of like in the the York New City. I felt like during that arc, Kurapika was the main character because it was bent on, the Phantom Troop and his revenge and all that stuff. So I don't know. As the series progresses, maybe we can see someone like Jing, Leo, maybe see like a new squad like Jing, Leorio, Kurapika, and Kite as a group. Or, maybe them go to the Dark Continent arc. And I'd really like to see their development, because Leorio has Nen now. Kurapika, I don't know how that would work out, because essentially he just wants to deal with the troop. Kite could be growing. And if we got Kite and Jing, we can get development with them. Maybe some backstory on them too, how they met more in depth. And obviously seeing Kite as he grows up, because he's growing rapidly since he's now a Chimera ant. Oh my goodness. But the series, it's over. It's over. It's over. It was beautiful. It was magnificent. I'm so fucking glad I got on the Hunter x Hunter train when I did. I started it when I did. I did my live reactions, my reviews when I did. You guys have been so fucking awesome. You guys have been phenomenal with, your words of encouragement and just being very warm and welcoming of me into the community, even though it was very late in the game. I loved every fucking moment of it. And I'm really looking forward to the series returning. And I'm set in stone, and I'm completely adamant on the fact that this series is returning, because at the very end of the episode, you get the final line from Jing about, enjoy the little detours. And to me, I feel like this is a detour. I feel like the anime going on a hiatus is a detour in the sense of, enjoy everything else while you can, because when we come back, we're going to come back in full force, and you're going to be, you're going to have to, pretty much be glued to your seat every week for, the Hunter x Hunter greatness. Not to mention because the manga was 2 years on break. So I feel like as the manga, when Togashi comes back from hiatus again, when he catches up, once there's enough catching up and enough gap to where it's safe to start up the anime again, they'll do that. But, I can't believe this is my last review. I really can't believe it's my last review. I really don't know what more to say. I love the series. It's been an amazing ride. My channel has grown immensely because of it. My fan base has grown immensely because of it. Everyone always looks forward to my live reactions. I look forward to my live reactions because I look forward to how you guys look forward to them. But for now, this is where I close the chapter for Hunter x Hunter for my channel. Thank you guys so much for all of the support, the liking, the following, the thumbs up, the subscribing. It really makes my day to know that I just come here and I'm passionate and I'm honest and I'm true to myself and what I love doing. And I just get immense support and feedback, positive support. And I couldn't have asked for anything better. So from the bottom of my heart, sincerely and honestly, thank you all for watching this final review. For the last time, or until next time, thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already. And I hope and look forward to Hunter x Hunter 2011 or 20 whenever when it comes back in the future. Take care.